Hello, everybody, whoever's here yet. I haven't gone in a while, so I haven't done a live in a while, so it may take a while for people to go, oh. NT, are you still here? I don't even know if anybody's here. It said I wasn't going live for another minute, so we'll see what happens. You never know who will show up. You just never know. But I haven't gone live in 3 weeks, so it may take a little bit. Hey, Chunky. Hey, Elston. What's up? Is it still snowing there? Hey, Legal. Hey, Mexican. What's up, Mr. Hayes? He's in the beard. Sporting the beard. So, sorry I haven't gone for, say this about 20 times probably. Hey, Jay. Hey, JJ. Hey, John. How's it going? Oh, you said hello, hello. Hey, Skin and Scales Fishing. See, I remember everything, John. Hey, MB. Oh, I'm good. I haven't, a lot of the people that are coming in right now, you guys know me pretty well. I haven't gone live in 3 weeks because I didn't want to. The world has had a lot of drama in it, not just the YouTube world, but just the world. And I always like my live streams for everyone to have a fun time and enjoy it and it be a positive place. And I really didn't want to have to tell people to okay, and I kind of soak all that in, and I don't like my friends being upset. And so I kind of just backed away for a couple of weeks and let things calm down a little bit until I saw people calming down a little. There are some that won't. Oh, thank you. I was like, I'm in the living room. See my pictures I got hung finally after like a year and a half. So I'm thrilled. Those are Japanese shell paintings. So they're really awesome. I like unique stuff. I'm an artist, and my husband's Japanese family. So, Hey, Gulf Coast. Dude, that one time you came in, Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper, I should know your name. And you told me the last time I went live, and it totally went out of my head. And so I've been calling you GC, and I hate that. So let me know what your name is, please. Thank you, Illegal, for the super chat. I appreciate that, bud. And thank you for saying I look pretty, because, I look beautiful. That's nice of you. Deanna here. Deanna free here. Drama free. I don't know. For those of you that are friends of mine on Facebook, we had a fire across the Low Coast Cash Homestead. We had a fire across the street yesterday. I wish my phone is my alter ego, and so I don't have my YouTube logged in there, or I would have went live for my YouTube, honestly, but it was just so quick. So I'll probably put out a video. I can hear people moving around over there. It's not that they think he was in there. They haven't not found the owner yet to let him know that his shed, 3-car garage or whatever. Hey, Maurice. Hey, John, Unplayed Explorer. Hey, Scum Dog Fishing. They haven't gotten a hold of him to tell him that his 3-car garage shed thing with a race car in it burned down. Race car in there. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Seth, what's up, bud? How are you? So I put out a poll. We've got 14. I'm good, Mark. Hi. If anybody will share me out, the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't usually ask, but I haven't been live in 3 weeks. So I don't want people to go, oh my God, I didn't know you were live, and feel bad that they didn't know. I put it out as much as I could, but if anybody wants to share, I'm not going to complain about that, because I think this is something I'd like all my friends to hear about, even if you're not monetized yet. And then also talking about the letter that the CEO of YouTube put out. So I think it affects all of us. Caught another around here. It's monster trucks hauling race cars. Caught another skunk today. Nikki's, oh no. Oh no. Hi, Duncan. Hey, Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda was on my Love You Too Robo Evan. No, you're fine. I'm good. I tried to decide what topics I wanted to pick up this time, and A-Dub came in like a wrecking ball. Okay. Yeah, I'm not singing anymore. I used to get singing. I can't anymore. But I wanted to talk about that because all of us that are creators and are working with YouTube and trying to understand it, and a lot of us are smaller YouTubes and we don't know all the answers. My whole purpose of doing these Monday live streams is when I have a question or I find something, that I share it with my friends to the best of my ability. It's not to go, this is my main topic of my channel. It's not. It's me saying, hey, Mark Larson, here's something you don't have time to do. I have time to research this if you didn't know what this was. Or Seth at Street Copper, here's something that I have time to research and understand and grasp a little better so I can explain it to everybody else. And that person might not have the time because they work full time and I do not, so that's pretty much what it is. Hey, Buckeye Hunting and Fishing. I usually wait till like the 10-minute mark, 10, 12, somewhere around there, see how many people we get in. And then I start talking about what it is that the topic of conversation is. Yes, God bless rural Missouri. I'm there, bud. Without a doubt. And thank goodness. The biggest thing I was worried about yesterday with that fire was our guys getting hurt, because yeah, absolutely. This is a rural community. We don't have fire service. It's a rural volunteer fire department. They have some gear, but not all gear. So you've got 15 guys over there. You've got 3 at the fire hydrant that don't have gear on, that are working the fire hydrant. Then you've got, it's a risk that those people get hurt. And so they're over there, my neighbor behind me and another guy named Adam that I consider, my adopted son, was over there fighting this, and then half the town's men. So, you worry about something blowing up or them getting hurt, that type of thing, other than just the damage to someone's personal property. And so rural communities really, you can't just, push a button and have police or fire or anybody else this far out. So, hey, Scott. Okay. Okay, Seth, we're here. I'm here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. We'll see. So, but yeah. The two things that we're going to, what is a fire hydrant? Mine's in my front. I have the one on this end of town. It's right there. So they got really lucky because it's right there. Now, lucky from a standpoint that the whole fire did not just go crazy and catch the house on fire. It was just the shed. I haven't seen a fire hydrant in 7 years. It's all right. You're okay. Okay, Seth. Kalamazoo. Are you in Michigan? Somebody's from Michigan. My mom lived in Michigan when I was little. Either when I was little or before I was born, they lived up there. Let it burn. Well, I think the good thing is that the fire hydrant is right there. I'm happy about that. But it definitely, living in a rural community is definitely different from living in, where Dallas, or I lived in Dallas for 18 years and California for 5. And I grew up in Oklahoma. So now I got you playing on 2 things. Awesome. Can you hear both of them, or you just got my face everywhere? That's funny. I almost was a little nervous. I haven't done one in a few weeks, and I was a little nervous about when I first started the live stream up. So you guys bear with me if I seem a little nervous today. Hey, Avid. What's up, bud? That's where I'm working right now. Oh, okay. NT. I know I said hi to him. I'm pretty sure. So we have 23 people. Yes, it did. Well, Brenda, if you saw in there's some shady stuff, and that whole shed was just full of trash and goodness knows what, but it's unfortunate for him. You know, I do feel bad for him that he has the things he has going on, but it does make it difficult living across the street. So it was, let's put it this way. I bought security cameras. So I have security cameras on my property now, and I live in a town of 300 people. So we're there with that. Hi, Boone. Hey, John Murillo. I'm trying not to talk about it too much because it's just not a nice thing to do, but it's a little, scary sometimes when you live across from different elements. Yeah. So anyway, so let's talk about, I have two topics today. Some of you have already heard what the topics are. One of them is, what is RPM versus CPM when you become monetized, and what do those mean, and everything that I know right now about them. And then I also want to kind of read a little bit from and kind of break down. Everybody that's a creator should have seen and I have the link down in the description of this video. It was a letter from the CEO of YouTube. Now, with that said, I know there are different views on how people view YouTube and what they look at, but oh, cool, thanks, Park Nest. Jeanette Pickering, that's nice of her. Wow. Okay, so this is the platform that we use. It might just be you because a lot of them don't know me over there, Park Nest, but that's okay, bud. I'm not worried about it at all. So we have this as an opportunity in the world as a platform that we can utilize this platform. We can use it as a social media where we can connect with friends. We can go to live chats. We can do things like that. We can use it as a business. We can use it to make money. Yeah, I can't say it. I can't, but you can type it and I won't say it. Kind of like that. Yeah, stuff like that. So anyway, rural America. So hi, Vanessa Kitty. Yeah, that was fun. So, uh, you know, with that opportunity from YouTube to be creators, and then we have to kind of follow their lead, and whether that's something we want to do or not, this is the platform that we've been given to do that. And we, just like anything else, like I would never want someone to be unsuccessful. I would never want Avid or Scott or Partnest or MexCat or anyone. I wouldn't want them to not be successful with what they wanted to do. Hi, Half Crazy. So along with that, we have to have that. We have to kind of follow community guidelines and kind of look at what our platform, and it's all of us. It's theirs, but it's ours too because we're here. We're the creators that help them push the platform forward. We have to kind of understand that they have things and challenges that they go through too as a large business in the world in general that they have to look at. Hi, Bullock Experience. I don't know. I didn't see him earlier. Maybe he came in. I'll have to look him up. I don't think I have him. Fishing Around Chicago with Bill. Hi. Did you change your name, or is this the first time you've been in here? Hey, Creo. This is the hazards of doing this in my living room. Lola, hey. So I apologize for that. Okay, so let's get started. So when you become monetized, there are two analytics. And I'm going to pull up my little cheat sheet here because you guys know how I am about forgetting everything I'm trying to say to you. So bear with me while I pull that up. I'm going to minimize this. Whoops. We're going to go. Actually, I could probably just pull it up on the screen. Hold on. Let's do share screen and application window. And I'll pull this up. This is like my little cheat sheet. Okay, can you guys see me and the cheat sheet? Okay. Somebody tell me. Just say yes. So, Kelly Bullock, Timmy's brother. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So when you become monetized, there are two in your analytics. There are two things. There's RPM and CPM. CPM's over to the right. Cool. Thank you. And RPM's kind of the second category in analytics. And to break it down, this is the formal description of it. It's the cost of campaign for the advertiser divided by the number of impressions times 1,000. Okay. And basically what it is that's the money that YouTube makes, the CPM. So the CPM is basically the money that YouTube makes, YouTube, not us, but YouTube. That's what, so let's say you have a channel and you follow all the guidelines and you don't have, when you monetize, you don't have yellow label. Like when you monetize, you get a totally different screen in analytics. You have a little button that says it's green or yellow or red on whether or not they'll monetize it or not. If it's yellow, they're still going to monetize it. It's just not going to be as many advertisers. If you're green, that means you're open to all advertising. Hi, Fishion. And you're open. Your video is approved to be monetized by all different types of advertisers. If you're a yellow, only certain advertisers are going to use you, and it's going to be in a limited aspect. So if you have a whole bunch of yellows, your CPM is probably going to be lower than other people's. It'll be on your main screen in analytics. It's going to show you the CPM as everything, but you can look at each. Hi, Joy. You can look at each individual video and see what the CPM is for that video. Okay, so that's the total. That's what YouTube makes. That's before your cut per 1,000 views on your videos. So having a high number on that is not a bad thing, okay, in any way, shape, or form. On TV. I use the TV for some more light because it's starting to get dark. So it isn't going to hurt you to have that. The RPM is after YouTube's money is taken out, but this will also include any memberships, any super chats, and any super chats, memberships. Is that all the other ones we have? I think so, yeah. So like for the $5 super chat for this video, that's going to increase my RPM for this video because Ionic, 80K Outdoorsman, I know him as Ionic, so it's always stuck in my head. By having a super chat for that particular video, your RPM is going to be higher because you made more money on that video because you got super chats. You know what I mean? And like this says, it says if you're only working on RPM, it can backfire on you if you, hi Gail, if you overdo the ads. So if you overdo the ads and you make the experience hard on people, now granted, don't underdo the ads either. People who like your channel and are going to watch your channel are not going to be bothered by ads unless they're like 5 minutes. You know, they're not going to watch a 5-minute ad for an 8-minute video. They may skip ads, you know, for that. But putting the bar ads in there, putting midstream ads in there, if it's a 20-30 minute video, people are not going to be horribly upset about that. And if they are, then, you know, what do you do? If you just don't want to do everything all at once and people get tired of it and stop watching your channel in general. Yeah, I am nervous today. I hate that. Hold on, let me breathe. I don't know why I'm nervous. So, so it's basically revenue per, it says per mil, or revenue per 1,000 page views. And it always says it's an estimated earning, right? That's your estimated earning. It may go up and it may go down depending on the advertising that comes through for that video in the long run, but they do give you an average. Let me see, go back to this. Shoot. Back into there. Okay. Let me go back. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you guys can actually see that very well. I can't see it. Blah. Okay. So and well, I guess that's all I was going to say on that. It's whether or not it goes along with, let me stop sharing. Let me come back to you guys because I'm nervous. Okay. So it all goes along with things that people have talked about in the outdoors communities and homesteading and various different channels that I hang out in. And the people who are visually and they know they're Ionic. Stop it. ADK Outdoorsman, thank you for the super chat. You're really sweet for that. Hi, Rebecca Nichols. Hi, Sunfish Assassin. Okay, I want sushi. Bring me some. I never can. Hi, Phil Guide. How are you? So it's hi, sis. I call the Stellinia sis. It's one of those things where don't kill yourself, but if you're having a really low CPM, something's afoot, at the Circle K. Something's amiss at the Circle K. You may have it may be that your content is not something that those advertisers are looking for, because basically everybody wants feel good. That's it. They want fun, feel good. And I know a lot of the outdoors men are worried about being because of the shooting and the hunting and the fishing and the different things. I'm good. Hi, Mr. Duggar. And it's a part of it. Yes, it was a Bill and Ted reference, Part Nest. Something is missed at the Circle K. There are guidelines. They're given to us, and we can follow them or we can't, with the consequence of, if you become monetized and you want to be monetized, that your monetization is going to be limited. Doesn't mean don't do it. It just means understand there are rules. It's not our business. They get to decide how their business is going forward. And part of the reason why I wanted to part of the reason why I wanted to go in and read you guys some of this letter and show you, be excellent to each other, is I can't tell if that's on my eye or on the video screen. It's on my eye. Bear with me. Okay. We have to understand what they're looking for. This is the platform that we have all chosen to use. And just because we don't, Partners, hi Bushcraft family, just because we don't agree, or I call them bubbles, our bubble of life is not exactly this bubble of life for what is out in the world, doesn't mean theirs is wrong or ours is wrong. But this is the platform that we have to use. So we need to adhere to those guidelines and criteria if we want to be that type of successful on this platform. So, it's not, if we had our own place to go and it's different because you're still kind of working for someone. There's still rules and regulations every day that they have to deal with all over the world. It's like, let me go back to share screen. I want to pull this letter up. Chrome tab. Okay. So this is the letter. If you're a creator, it should be in, no, Duggar, no. It should be, if you're a creator, you should be able to see this in the studio. But I do have a link, and I do recommend that you take a little bit of time as a creator and go read this. This is the CEO of YouTube. She has laid out how she feels, how the company feels, what they're looking at for the future for 2021. And it's important that we understand what they're looking for. You know what I mean? The first part of it says YouTube's priorities for 2021: growing the creator economy, living up to our responsibilities, helping people learn new skills, building for the future of YouTube, and working with governments around the world as we face increasingly complicated regulatory issues. That one is a big thing. And people don't understand that Hush, that they have rules and regulations that they have to go by too because of who they are. So they have to, like, I don't know, Park Nest, have you had anything on the news about be nice. Have you had anything on the news about a new regulatory thing in the UK on social media? Because I noticed something happened, and I think it's in this letter somewhere. I haven't studied all of it, but that there was something where they were limiting messaging it was being controlled a little bit. And I know I was trying to send some messages to a friend of mine, and it wouldn't let it go through to them. So I had to change the way I was doing it, go onto my app or something like that to be able to send him a message. You're funny, Duggar. Okay, so let me roll this down a little bit because I know there was a couple of points I wanted to make in it, and then we'll just hang out and chat. It goes through, she goes through in this, and she talks about various things that have happened in the world, how YouTube has coped with that from a standpoint of the pandemic and everything else. But she also talks about the pandemic accelerating social media or our digital lives, right? They said 2020 was YouTube's gaming's biggest year. So because people were on the internet, they were gaming, they were doing their thing, that became a big gigantic thing. Also, artists that were, yes, Ionic, exactly. No, I watch some news, but I know, but we're going to be nice about it, Tucker. I don't know if that's the word for them, but it might be. But it's not. I don't want us to get into a negative conversation about it. I want us to really look at. I kind of want us to look at how can we read this, understand where they're coming from, Fence Seeker, and be able to still do what we need to do while following the rules and regulations, because this is our platform. This is where we're at. Yeah, be nicer. So, anyway, so she talks about, the artists and people moving church services online and people who had never live streamed before, how it's brought to where more people are watching YouTube than were in the past, because it is a good platform. It is a free platform. You don't have to pay to watch YouTube videos. If you want YouTube Red, which I'm sure some people have that, then that's all awesome and fabulous. Let me see. They talk about their key priorities, talking about the lessons learned, their focus on delivering the key priorities of growing the creator economy, living up to their responsibilities, and helping people learn new skills and building the future, right? So as far as growing the economy of the YouTube economy, they had, let's see, number of new channels that joined their YouTube partner program last year doubled over the year before. Okay, so, and it says 2019 that YouTube contributed $16 billion to the US GDP. I don't know what it is for 2020. They probably don't know yet. Supporting the equivalent of 345,000 full-time jobs. In the UK, it was 1.4 billion and 30,000 full-time jobs. And in France, it was 515 million and 15,000 jobs. So when I see that kind of stuff, I think, no opinion about the news, had 10K views on 3 nothing short videos on my phone. And like, that's awesome. See, you never know what people want to watch, and that's fine. They can watch anything they want. You know what I mean? It's really a fabulous thing. Okay, let me go back. They talk about a couple of different aspects of people, you know, supporting the creators and artists with this up. And so 6 years ago, Brandon Reed was struggling to make ends meet. Single father, went back to school, studied animation, couldn't afford it, started animating by watching YouTube videos. And it's, you know, everybody's different. So anyway, there's so many different creators. Okay, there says, in the year ahead, we're committed to supporting creators and artists in 3 key areas: policy, transparency. Now, we all know, let me go back here and say hi, Mama Dawn. Love you. Last thing I received was the January newsletter. Okay, the link, Part S, the link is in my description of this live stream. So you should be able to see it. I'm gonna just pull this up on the other screen and I'll read while I'm looking at you guys. Okay, so I'm nervous today. Everybody give me a hug. It says, we know that creators want support from our teams and more transparency into how the policies work. We recognize we have more work to do and are committed to providing more support to creators in 2021. So that is a good thing. I'm hoping that they make it a little easier to reach someone, to ask specific questions to if we can't find it, that type of thing. Our policies are designed to protect our YouTube community against abuse, bad actors, and also to make sure that we are able to keep advertisers coming back to YouTube to support the creator ecosystem. Now, what I got from that is they have to do certain things. I've learned stuff from YouTube videos. Making my own content is a way of giving something back. Yes, me too. If you do things in a certain way, it's just like us going to, oh, thank you. I'm nervous today. I don't know why. Let's say, let's use this example. If you have hey, what's up, Mr. Steve? Let's say you have a small business and you make cupcakes. Okay, so you make all these cupcakes, and you have great business, and all of a sudden, people have a change of flavor for cupcakes and they want something different. Or you change your cupcakes and your cupcakes are kind of bitter and they're kind of scary, or you decide to make, you know, hi Melissa, thank you. Or they, you know, you make them where they have scary things on top of them or something like that. And, you know, little kids come in your store and they're scared of your cupcakes. You know, they have to, hi Simply Jan, you know, a business is a business. They have to provide positive learning, educational, hey Ralph, environment that isn't negative and harsh and rude and nasty. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for positive, fun, educational environment. And hey sis, what's up? This is my sister. And my real sister. I only have one. Okay, Steve, no worries. Don't worry about it. We're just hanging out. So, you know, in our challenges as creators, we have to really look at ourselves kind of and go, okay, is this positive? Am I teaching someone something? Is it something that overall is going to be welcomed into the community in the world. Now, granted, unfortunately, some of the homesteading outdoors things, not everyone in the world really gets, you know. There's a lot of fight against that. But if you do it in a way that's fun, that's entertaining, and doesn't go against the guidelines, you're still going to be just as successful as anyone else. That's just, they have guidelines, and they're doing that to protect themselves as a business and protect everybody overall. Ralph. Okay. So let me go down a little bit. It says design, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We recognize that at the scale we operate, it's hard for creators to keep up with the changing community guidelines, and we also know that we make mistakes. This is her saying this. They had someone tweet out because they got a strike for an older video on their channel because of new policies, which at that time, he didn't, I guess this person, they didn't have some policies in place, and that video had been loaded. And so they looked at that and solved that problem and made it a little bit better. It says the first item was policy transparency. The second item is additional resources of revenue. This one is interesting. Hi, Gina. Nice to see you too. I'm sorry I haven't been around. Okay, so the second one is says our music and premium subscriptions have been growing quickly, reaching more. Sorry, there's somebody slow rolling outside my house. Who is that? Grow quickly, reaching more than 30 million paid members in the third quarter of last year. Creators and artists are finding other and new ways to connect with their audiences and diversify their revenue. Last year, the number of channels making the majority of their revenue from super chat, there it is, super stickers, I knew I was forgetting one, and channel memberships on YouTube tripled. It talks about a channel, and she enabled memberships last year, and the majority of her YouTube revenue was more than $100,000. Number 3, let me come back and talk to you guys. Everybody's just kind of hanging out. Okay. Number 3 was, as we grow in the sorry. Like I said, I'm nervous today for some reason, so I apologize, you guys. Number 3, supporting the success of all creators. As we grow as a creator economy, we also want to make sure that creators can participate in these opportunities. We've heard concerns from creators across various communities about their experiences. They don't ask that creators identify themselves. It's difficult to understand what's been happening, and they're working to address that. So they are going to, from a voluntary basis, ask for people to identify with some various different things. Now, if you choose to do that or not, they're not forcing you to, they're just asking you to. So I'm not even going to get into that one. Because I am, oh, thank you. Can you tell it's getting dark outside? It's getting dark in here. Okay, so for those just coming into the live stream, I am talking about, and the link is in the bottom of my description, a letter that was sent to creators from the CEO of YouTube, and how I feel about what was sent out, which I feel positive about it. I'm going to look at what all she has in here and try to adhere to community guidelines and do what I can overall, because I love this platform. And I want others to love this platform and understand that it's here for us. And if it wasn't here for us, there's not another platform like this. It's kind of unique in its own aspect. It's huge, it's gigantic, and it has a lot of pull. Is that the word? Papa Rome's be nice. Be nice. So am I, except I'm tall and yeah, and I have lots of muscles, so you can't do that to me. But I'm nerdy too. But yeah, I guess not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe not that nerdy. But anyway, okay. Okay, so farther down in it, she has living up to our responsibilities. And she says, we're always working to strike the right balance between openness and responsibility as we meet the guidelines set by governments around the world. Our approach to responsibility is to remove content experts say could lead to real world harm, raise up authoritative and trusted content, reduce views of borderline content, and reward creators who meet the even higher bar for monetization. So I think with that being said, I know, right? That's what I make, Ralph. It's like, but I don't put anything up. It's like, I think I make 3 cents a day or something like that. It's not anything major. My super chats and stuff are what does that thing, but I'm not even there yet. So I don't even worry about that stuff. I'm just happy that I'm here. Who do you think I'm looking at? Do you think the time a channel spends on YouTube watching and encouraging other channels has any effect on YouTube putting your name out there as long as those channels meet the standards? Does it have any effect? I think it might, and that is my opinion. And the reason why I say that is I could be wrong. That I do not know that for a fact. I know from a personal standpoint that being interactive with other YouTube channels, when you do it when you're a smaller channel, does benefit you, and it benefits them. And it's hi, fishing magician. Hey, Mike. I think it's always good to support other channels. Everybody has to understand though that if you have 1,000 friends, if you have 1,000 channels that you're subscribed to, you're not going to always hit every single video every single person watches, and it takes work. It's like I'm behind like 2-3 weeks. I usually try when I go watch. Hi, Laura. Hi. Okay. Hi, Mark. When I go watch people's videos, usually I'll watch 4 or 5 at a time. Oh, thank you, Mike. You're so sweet. I'll watch 4 or 5 at a time, but I'll usually only comment on 1 or 2. I'll always hit the thumbs up. You really should comment on any video that you watch. There's a 3. You really should. You should watch it, like it, and comment on it. But they're still going to get a view from whatever you watch it on. Thank you, Baba Romes. But I do try to watch. I do. So you'll see me come around to your what? You'll see me come around. He's yelling at me. You'll see me come around to your channel and I'll watch. I'll watch 4 or 5 videos and then I'll go to my next friend. And that may take a month or 2, because I have so many people that I watch. But I do have really close friends that I talk to every single day. And I'm not going to say that I don't watch their videos every single day, because I talk to them every single day, every day. So, I watch their videos every day because they're my friends. I have lots of friends out there, but the people that, and, Trapper Jay and Hunting and Stuff with Jane J. Hey, Gemma. And several others, are people that I talk to on an individual basis every single day. So, it's one of those things. Okay, let me go back. I'm trying to give good, positive. I want everybody to have fun with this. Okay, so basically, I feel like they are looking at anything that they feel like overall could be harmful to the world at bay. World at bay, is that the way you say it? That promotes anger or hate or anything else. And everyone's version of that is different. But an overall standard vanilla version of that is probably what they're looking for. I call myself Sweden. I don't know if that's really the right word to say for it, but I am a person with extreme chill. Only certain people will know how I really feel about anything. And it's not because I don't have very strong views on various different things, but it's not, I don't push those things on other people. If I need to express them, I'll express them to my husband, and then he can deal with me or my children, or my friends. But I'm not going to put it out on a social media network where everybody on the planet can monitor what I'm doing. It's just not going to happen. Algorithms and computer banks. Yes. If you skip lunch, I know there are people who get really grumpy if they don't eat. Hey, Eric Burnside. So it's something that you I always wonder about people who lose that chill. And I've talked about this with friends and stuff sometimes. And I've seen people with the pandemic, and I will say that, being stuck at home or being limited to what they're doing. And some people have no limitation on them whatsoever. They live in an environment in their bubble where it hasn't affected them that much. The majority, I am fabulous, Miss Gemma. I'm doing great. I'm a little nervous today, which you'll understand, but and I'm usually not, but it's a touchy subject, and I want to make sure on this letter, I really want everyone to read it and understand it and look at it from a positive aspect and understand that this is not against YouTube creators. It's for a platform for us to be YouTube creators and the changing world that we live in, and the regulations and rules of government, and how they're going to try to make it still possible for us to do this. So that would be my goal, is to share that understanding, like the chill part of it. Skip breakfast, even lunch. Can't eat on an empty stomach. But have you eaten today, Ralph? So, I feel like they have some restrictions in play. They are, from what I've seen, it was a few months ago, they let you, before you monetize, they ask you questions. They say, are you within community guidelines? Do you feel like this is explosive behavior? Blah, 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 blah. And they let you kind of go in and say, no, I'm fine. Well, understand they're asking you, are you fine and your video is fine from their thought process or yours? And if you don't acknowledge in that little click the button thing to say, hey, yes, my video is okay, or yes, my live stream is okay, and then they go in and find out it's not, then that's going to hurt you more than if you were just honest. Hi, Sunny. Hey, BBK, how are you? How much snow you got, bud? I don't have any yet. It's just cold. It was rainy. They say we're supposed to get some at some point. Not today, but like in the next week or so. So, okay. Am I talking too much? Probably not. Okay, so I'm going to read that one little part again. Our approach to responsibility is to remove content experts say could lead to real-world harm, raise up authoritative and trusted content, reduce views of borderline content, and reward creators who have met an even higher bar for monetization. So they are looking for creators meeting that higher bar. Best way, if you want to go around, just read it and be honest. Well said, Mo. Yes, just read it. Yes. Okay. And it's in the link in the description, so you guys can click on it from there. Let's see. I'm not going to read that one. There was another one. I'm not going to read that one. I'll let you guys read those. Those are little, in some of this letter, there are portions. Hi, Boxy. Thank you. Have fun at work. Hi, Dragonfire, if I didn't say that. Hey, Daddy Duck, you're going at 7, right? So we'll raid you when I get done, because I keep missing you. Okay. Brian, where's Brian? I don't know who Brian is. Who's Brian? 24. No, I have no snow. Not at all. Jay has snow up there, just massive, but it didn't get that far down here. Eastern, so that's 7 for me. Okay. More channels should be watching this. Share this, everyone. Oh, thank you. Well, it's really, everybody knows me that knows me well. They know that I'm a very chill person. I'm a very happy person. I try to support everybody I can, and I'm real. I'm not in any way not real. I'm just not. I don't know how to be that way. So really? Oh, see, I can't live any farther north than where I'm at right now. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I think I got spoiled in California for the 5 years I was there, and I missed the sun. I don't miss stuff in California. I miss friends, family, and food and sun. Anyway, and if you don't know, you know, I row. I'm not. I don't want to be everybody's mama. Not really, anyway. But people say that, so I guess that's what I am, but I don't want to say it out loud. Nobody's supposed to say it out loud, Papa Romes. I'm still a girl. But anyway, so we're going to go back to the letter. Let's go back. Okay. Helping people learn new skills. One of the things about YouTube that makes me, this is her saying this, that makes me the proudest is the role we play in enabling people to learn new skills. I hear so many stories of people who learned something new on our platform. So it's no surprise that 77% of respondents say they used YouTube during 2020 to learn a new skill. I talked to Hi Wide Family Farm. Okay. Soon I move forward to watch it. Okay. Cold and snowy in Kentucky. Same girl, miss my family and food in SoCal. Yeah. Food. The vegetables and the fruit are so different, and it's hard. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about the citrus, but I can grow my own vegetables. Okay. Yay. Barkness is back. There you go. I'll take Queen Mo all day long. Okay. So I always talk about, and Papa Rome's is a very good example of this, learning Blender 3D software on YouTube at the moment. Right. Papa Rome's is, there are so many people in all the communities I'm in that have so many skills that people do not even know how skilled these people are. They don't even know how skilled they are. And, you know, I know people that live in California that do not know how to change their own tire. And I know that sounds really, but that's the way the world is today. Everything is done for them. And so you go and you pay somebody to do it. You don't learn to do it yourself. And I think this past year, a lot of people had to learn to do things themselves. You know, a tire, what is that? You know, I was my first husband I was really young. That's one. He was a logger, construction guy, did a lot of dangerous jobs and that kind of stuff. And he also didn't want me to ever need another man if something happened to him. And so when I was with him, I learned everything. I worked for places to learn, like I worked for a body shop for a year. I worked framing houses for a year. I knew how to work on my own cars. Now that he taught me some, but you know, I chopped firewood and did all kinds of various different things at a very young age. You know, under 21. Yes. Yeah. And so, you know, and so as I got older, you know, I wanted to learn everything. I wanted to know everything there was to know about everything. And I'm still that way today. That's why I don't stop and help anymore. I don't know what that means. Ellie Belly is my oldest child. She made me take home economics and would not let me take auto shop. Okay. I did not want my child to have to be the person that I am at the time. I wanted her to not know how to work on cars. I didn't want her to know how to do all those things. I wanted her to have a man that knew how to do that, and I didn't want her to have to. that backfired on me because she's the total opposite of that. That's Ellie Belly. she she does everything. So yeah, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, they had home economics. In high school, they still had shop. They still had auto shop. And even when my daughter was there, but I think that stuff has changed now. And they don't, guess which kid taught her brother to do his brakes. So it's one of those where um, YouTube provides an environment to take people like Papa Rome's and Wide Family Farm and Sunny's Place and everybody and take those skills that they have, even if they're small, big. Papa Rome's is little. He knows everything, so much stuff for such a young guy. He, you know, it's just little things that people don't even, it's not even, they don't even think they could ever do anything like that. People nowadays, they don't, and they make cars also, I have to say that they make cars harder to work on, because when I was younger, the cars were made differently. You could crawl inside of a engine block to get, you know, they think you're an ape. You're not. Dude, you have so many skills. They need to totally understand that. Hey, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Oh, no worries. You're fine. Hi, grandkids. Um, yeah, Bushcraft family. Exactly. And maybe you need to teach him. You know, it's like, I know people are prideful and they don't want to, sometimes they don't. I live in Minnesota Outdoors. Yeah, I like doing things on my own, and if I can't figure it out, I'll find a way to figure it out. Now, I'm really bad about calling one, like playing helicopter out of care. It's the same thing, like a wrench, or I have a really bad habit of, nuts and bolts and the real name for something, not knowing it. So when I'm in other live streams and stuff on the vocabulary of fishing, what's a chatterbait, I still don't have spin caster, bait caster in my head, because I think spin caster is the one with the button, right? But I'm always the opposite on that. I have no idea why. Super thick cover where hawks and owls don't get them. Okay. How long ago was it? Can't find grouse, but once a year. Okay. So, that's another benefit to YouTube, is sharing your skills out to everyone else. So that is something that they were really happy about. Let me see. Billion times. It says the trend has grown during the pandemic as we've worked from home, schooled at home, and adapted our lives to quarantine. Videos with the word beginner in the title have been viewed more than 1 billion times since mid-March. Last year, I used YouTube. This is not me. This is her talking. I used YouTube to learn how to cut my hair, fix my fridge, do more yoga, research Bitcoin, and help with physics homework. Creators are finding ways to help us meet the challenges of quarantine. Arizona State University, where my son graduated from, I have to say, created a series called Study Hall that focuses on critical academic subjects like writing composition, algebra, and more. I will say my son does have a YouTube channel it's in English. So if you have any children or anything like that do high-level English writing, his name is Greg Fields. I'm on YouTube because of watching YouTube. Hi, Greenwell Fishing. I think that's fabulous, Sunny. I was in business and I did not teach my girls how to cook properly. I honestly didn't really know how either. I know basic stuff, but nothing like what I do now. I never baked anything. We never made cookies from scratch. My friend, one of my best friends that I've known for 30 years, almost 30 years now, she used to make pancakes from scratch, and they were the best pancakes ever. I never made pancakes from scratch until I moved. Well, until I was in California. Yes, you do cook great. My daughter does cook well, but I didn't teach her. She learned all on her own. Hi, Scott. Welcome back. I think that's good, Gemma. It's like, it is what your passion is. No, I didn't. You did. I said I didn't. And we used pancake mix, darling. We didn't use it from scratch. Thus, you might not remember that. We didn't use flour, and we used like Bisquick and stuff like that. Oh, some. I think that handyman and maintenance guy for years. I can do any construction, glass shop, HVAC, and driven lots of, yeah. And people don't, okay, see you later, Papa Rome's. Blue binder. Yeah, purple binder. It was purple. And it's good to do that too. Oh, bolitas. Yes. It's good to do that too. It's good to share your recipes with your children and your grandchildren. If you're someone that cooks a lot, and because they're going to come eat your food, and it's good to teach them how to make your food too. But a lot of times the families, like I know my son in Arizona, they eat a little bit differently than what I would normally cook to a degree. So, and my daughter too here, they have a more, I call it Chicago-y, dang Yankees, because her husband's from Chicago. So they have a different flavor profile, which everybody does. Okay, I'm going to go back to, I'm babbling too much. Hold on, let me go back. So basically everybody learning new skills, sharing new skills. She has a couple of things in here. She says, we're setting a new goal to double the number of users who engage with educational content on YouTube. Now, what that tells me is they are looking for educational content. They are looking for you to teach someone a specific skill, a specific item, and that's what they're going to push that a little bit. So cooking, in my aspect, they're going to be pushing cooking and no problem, Ro. I know it's 6 o'clock. I'll lose a few people because somebody else went live. I don't know who, but have fun. It's all good. Fixing a car, little things like when I am going to change out our garbage disposal myself. But before I do it, because I've never done one before that I can remember, I might have. It was a long time ago though. I'm going to go look on YouTube for this particular model of garbage disposal and figure out how to do it. Hey, how are you? What's up, Jimmy Don? I know I haven't been online. I haven't been online for several weeks. I've been coming back a little bit at a time, but not like I was. So I'll be back in. I don't even know if you're even live streaming anymore. Fish, yeah. But so that's one thing that I see them doing. For those of you that are still here or that are listening, broken down, basically YouTube is looking for non-confrontational, educational, fun, positive videos to promote. So they're going to be looking for fun things, I don't know how that changes in their algorithm, but it looks like they have goals for the educational side of it. Let's see. There's a little bit in here about helping teachers to build content, and that's my son. He does that kind of stuff for his students and just for longevity, I believe. I'll have to ask him about that. Learning in-demand professional skills can be life-changing, and this is her saying this, and I believe we need to aim high in our efforts. We're setting a new goal, right, to double the number of users who engage with educational content on YouTube. We want to help more people like Brandon and Josh. I don't know who that is. I guess I should look that up. To connect with videos that will send them on a path of personal fulfillment and economic opportunity. So, okay, I'll see you over there, Matt. We'll raid you over there, whoever I have left in here. I lost a few people because I probably lost about 10 people because I'm babbling, and it's 6 o'clock. So there's probably people eating dinner and going to do a few things. Are you? Oh, good. That's awesome, Jimmy Don. So she goes into another section, building for the YouTube of the future. Mobile creation. They are investing more to give the creators that are using phones video editing tools. They're testing the YouTube Shorts. They're receiving an impressive response to the YouTube Shorts. Secondly, they're looking at commerce. We also know how many users and consumers research products on YouTube before they buy. So that tells me that they are looking for product reviews, as they always have, but they're looking, because that's such a high demand. Hi, B lady. So because that's such a high demand, doing reviews on products that you use or purchase on your, you do a channel, it doesn't matter. You can do, hey, John, you can do, you can do, like if you buy, let's say you go buy, I do this garbage disposal and I do a review. Hi, Hooks and Hammocks. I was there earlier. I just couldn't talk. I was watching your live stream. Were you sitting in a car? So when I do change that garbage disposal, I'm going to list it as changing garbage disposal. Here's the make and model. This is how it went. This is what I did. I've never changed one before, because sometimes I think people get intimidated when they're watching someone who does it absolutely perfectly, and they do want to see it done. They do want to see someone do it absolutely perfectly, but who watches one video on, oh, was it a hunting blind? Oh, okay. Who watches one video when they're researching how to fix something? No one does. I want to watch one that shows me step by step, and I want to watch one to see if someone made mistakes so that I don't do that. So, okay. So we know they're looking for educational, they're looking for reviews. Says, we're excited to integrate shopping into the YouTube experience. I don't know what that means. Currently testing a new beta program with a group of beauty and electronic creators to help discover and buy the products they see in videos. So they are going to somehow make it to where maybe you can click on an Amazon link. That may be something different. Or, I mean, they already do Amazon affiliate, but maybe YouTube has worked out something with Amazon or specific companies. Hey, Rick, how are you? Or specific companies where you're going to be able to actually purchase directly from YouTube, which would be interesting. I think that would be something different. Okay, I'll see you later, Ralph. Thanks for hanging in. I know it's tired. Where did you get the letter? It was in Creator Studio, and the link is in my description of this video. So you'll be able to click it right from there, but it was in Studio. It says her third category for what did I say this category was? Building the YouTube of the future. Living room. We are also seeing that viewers want to watch their favorite creators and content on the biggest and best screen. In fact, TV was our fastest growing screen in 2020. That's why we've worked to improve the look, feel, and performance of the Living Room app. And we're making it easier for advertisers to reach more consumers where they are watching. We'll continue to bring YouTube to more living room devices and make voice navigation even better. There's a lot more opportunity for us to keep improving the product for creators, advertisers, and users, and you'll continue to see a healthy investment in that experience. So I know I watch a lot of YouTube on, you're welcome. I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV. I'll also go, like if I'm just sitting here watching videos of people that I know and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and go back onto my laptop later, put it in the watch later, and make sure that I go through it again and make a comment or whatever. So sometimes I watch it on two. I'm not logged into the TV. So I just watch it on what comes up from what I've watched before. So I guess they're going to try to improve that a little bit. The next section she has is regulatory landscape. And again, they talk about violent extremism, coordinated influence operations. And I think they're looking at that from a aspect of, is someone using YouTube to try to coordinate people to do something bad in whatever country? They have to work with the regulations within that country. Everywhere is not like the US. So last summer I had a couple of my videos comments turned off without my knowledge. Can you tell me why? Did you have kids in the video, Bill? Last year they had an issue with a lot of really bad elements regarding children, and they did some changes because they had I don't remember the law, guys. I draw a blank when I get up here. But there was a law and a regulation put into place. That's why they created YouTube Kids. No. Okay, do me a favor. If you want me to I can look at that and tell you my idea for why. If you want to send me, I have an Instagram, or you can just put it, if you have Instagram, you can send me a private message over there. They turn off my comments a lot. I get upset. Why do they turn your comments off, Gina? Are people going off in your comments? One of the things about being a YouTube creator is you have to manage your comments. I had somebody, they want you to help them. So if you've got trolls coming into your comments and making the people in your comment section uncomfortable, where there's a lot of infighting and people are kind of they'll shut it off if you don't handle it yourself. If I got a comment the other day, so funny. So it's a video from 2 years ago. And I was sitting on the porch, and it was pretty sure it was before spring. So I saved boxes to shred and put underneath in my garden boxes. No, very friendly people. I don't know why they would turn them off. That's very odd. Unless someone reported something someone was saying, or a person, I'd have to look at it to have an idea. You know what I mean? Of what it was. You might have gotten flagged for some reason by them. I have he does not have Instagram. Oh, no kids. Okay. Yeah. Just send me, if you want to send me the link in a direct message on Instagram. I also have a Facebook page, MoHomesteading. You can go over there and tell me over there, and I'll go look at it and just tell you what I think. But they did have a big thing with that. It just depends on, what all, and it got, I have to say, last year, there was a certain period of time where there were some changes going on that people really didn't understand why certain things were happening. Hi, Uncle Serve. And I think that they adjusted some of that. I can tell you right now, we all were really upset, especially me as a moderator, about them taking away the 3 dots in the live streams, where you could go to someone's channel and look at them, because it made it easier to mod. But I can tell you, whatever change they made when they made that, made a huge difference in the amount of trolls in live streams. And that's coming from a moderator. I moderate everywhere. So it made a huge difference in the trolls. So they did something that really helped a lot in live streams for nasty, ugly trolls. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like half my comments seem to only be able to be seen by me. I'll have 30 comments when I look. When my girlfriend looks, it's 15. Okay, in your studio, you have to go. Hey, Steve, welcome back. Oh, you deleted it. Never delete videos. Never. No, there's always a workaround. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't delete videos. In Studio, when you first pull up Studio, there's a comment section. Go to that comment section. There's 2 tabs. They hold comments that they deem, or you have deemed, by words that you put in your hidden words list, or words that they don't like, or things that they don't like, into a held comments. So there's 2 tabs. There's a held for review tab, and you have to go in there consistently and look in that held for review tab and see if you would release any of those comments. Some of them you don't want to. So you delete them and move on. If you don't do anything with it, it will delete itself after 60 days. So those comments that are put in there, unlist or make private, never delete. No, never delete. Never delete. Keep them in there. So that is something that you have to do on a regular basis. You have to work your comments. Okay. Let's see. Regulatory landscape. Help those who work together, accurate information. Okay. Okay, here is the one that I was wondering about. She talks a little bit about EU directive, but I don't know if that affects the UK. It says, as we continue efforts, tech companies are also facing increased scrutiny and regulatory action. In past letters, I raised issues about Article 17, previously 13, the EU Copyright Directive. Creators speaking out made a significant difference in making the language more workable for creators. Thank you for your help. There are still areas for concern, and we're working closely with policymakers as European countries turn to legislation into national laws. Yeah, they're just having a lot of. European Union recently introduced the Digital Services Act that could have major implications for online speech. We'll update you as this progresses. I think that's the one. There it is. We are also working with governments like the United Kingdom as they consider legislation to take on harmful content. So they are going to be looking at harmful content. Hi, Catfish Terry. How are you? My name's Tanya, if you didn't know. I come in your live stream every once in a while. I just don't talk very often. I just come in, hang out. Okay, so that's part of it too. Again, for those who haven't been in here, we looked at what RPM versus CPM is. We also went through the letter from the CEO of YouTube, which I will encourage everyone in here to go in and really read and watch the videos and that type of thing. The link is in the description. I think it's important that from a standpoint of, and I'm going to close that now. Hi, Fishing with Christina. I think it's important that we all remember they're still working on fixing the chat and the chat filters. Yeah, and I do feel like that, even though at the time it was really aggravating, I really feel like that made a huge difference. I just got a copyright claim on some music I've been using for months in my intro that just popped up today, but only popped up one video. Okay, I would definitely object and tell them, you know, hey, I have been using this, but is it music that's approved by YouTube out of the whatever that's called? Somebody help me. Out of the hi Ricky. Out of the where they allow you to use that music. And if you did use music out of that, did you double check to make sure that it didn't need to have, what's it called? The credit put in your description, because sometimes there's music in that you can use it, but in order for it not to be a copyright claim, you have to put the link for the credit to the creator. So there's that. I think I have noticed that there are a lot less people. It seems like it to me. It could just be the time right now, because I wasn't live streaming for 3 weeks, but it seems like a lot of people that used to live stream a lot more. Hi, Patty. How are you? Audio library. Thank you. Bushcraft family, you haven't been in here very much. I'm really actually a very intelligent person, but when I come up on camera, I just go, it's out. People that I talk to every single day, I forget what their name is, and I have to call them by their channel name. I don't know what happens to my brain. He's not. 2 things. Are you monetized? No, he's not monetized. Yeah, he's not monetized yet. I know. I haven't been online. I'm trying to find out where some people went too. There's some people that I haven't seen either. Always put links in music to the descriptions. Yeah, you should. And for even if, yeah, I kind of backed away a little bit. I have less than 500. Am I able to go live? Yes, you can. You can go live streaming. You cannot do mobile with YouTube Live. So if you don't have a computer, that might be hard. But you can use what I use, which is StreamYards or Streamlabs. There's a few other programs that people use on their phone mobile that'll connect directly into YouTube if you're under 1,000 subscribers. But you have to be able to go live mobile, you have to be at 1,000. Okay, we'll see you later, Maurice. Thank you for coming in. stopped using music in my videos recently. What happens with the older videos with music? It depends. If it's music that's approved, yeah, live stream on computer or laptop if less than 1,000 subs, right? Or you can use Streamlabs or StreamYards on mobile. Did YouTube say no problem, but you won't get any credit? Okay. I think when they go in and they make changes to AI or policy and things like that, they hope, just from reading that letter, they hope that it won't cause an issue on old videos. But apparently sometimes it does. But yes, you can, Bushcraft family, you're right. It's easy to remove the audio and replace it. So you can still fight the copyright. If it's something weird, like you're in a shopping mart filming and you have the video, you can say, hey, I'll go in and fix it. You know, hey, Phil, Dawn, yeah. Fight it. Yeah. Steve, go fight that. You know, they'll understand. Just object. Yeah. Just object, remove it, and move on. And that's one thing, you know, it's everybody in their life, I guess, has to kind of adhere to rules, policies, laws, even if you don't really like them. Or you cannot utilize that, or you cannot utilize whatever that is, which if YouTube says, Tanya, you can't have pictures of Japanese shell art in your video, then I'm not going to have Japanese shell art in my video. It's their platform. It's not mine. If I had a business that, hey, Timberline, oh, I'm just sitting in the living room, bud. I hung my pictures finally on the wall. I have plaster and lathe walls, and I was always really scared to hang them because they're so heavy. And so I just decided I was going to do it, and drilled the holes in the wall and found the studs. And it's not perfectly where I want it to be, but it's okay. But I just wanted to show them off because I love them so much. Anyway, so if I had a business, let's say I had a business and I was a brick and mortar business, and I said, only people that wear purple shirts can come into my store and buy things. That means only purple people with purple shirts can come in my store and buy things. That's it. It's my store. You know, I don't want anybody in here that doesn't have a purple shirt on. So I look at it the same way as with YouTube. If they say, you know, don't do this, then I'm not going to do it. It's their platform. They're the ones that have to. Yes, thank God you have a purple shirt. They're so fabulous, aren't they? They're just great. I love them so much. That's great. YouTube is also great at finding folks who are using your content they found too. They are. I mean, I've just had, like, Shiner Guy was showing a video I had one night, and he had it on his, and I got notification of that. Look, hi, Joe. We are good. Yeah, it's cold. It's, you know, we've had snow and rain and normal stuff, but it's winter. You know, it's like, you know, Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 22 degrees.
Did you guys hear that? 22 degrees. So, yes, they are good at finding things for you. If someone uses a portion of your video, and I think it's over a certain percentage, then whatever monetization. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bushcraft family. I swore up and down for years and years and years that I was not going to get one of these, and my kids give me a hard time. But we got to the point where, you know, your phones are listening to you talk, and all of a sudden you get advertisements for what you were talking about, not something you typed in. So we knew it didn't matter at this point. So we went ahead and got one. We wanted to be able to buy one for we wanted to be able to buy one for my father-in-law, who is 90, and send it out to him. I'm loud. I'm sorry. And send it out to him and be able to call him and talk to him on the video. So that was the only way we could do it. We have to mail his, which I never mail anything. I'm horrible and I owe people so many things. I so need to mail. So I feel like the one thing about being a YouTube creator is being humbled by the fact that you have this opportunity to use this platform. It's not mine. I don't own it. But I'm happy to have the opportunity to be able to use it. And I really liked this letter that she sent out, just because it kind of clarified for me what they were looking at, at least to a degree. So, we can all go through, and everyone should. If you're being a YouTube creator, you can watch videos all day long, but you really should just spend time daily, weekly, however long you want to, on reading what they expect, ask questions, type in your question itself, and learn on your own, and make sure you understand it. Because I know there's been times when I'll learn something and I'll know that's what it is, and I've been told that by 10 million people, and then somebody will come in my live stream and go, oh no, you're wrong. That's not what that is. Okay, well, let me go ask somebody else. Let me go talk to an expert and send a message to YouTube and that kind of stuff. And so I try doing that. I know, Patty, right? They send you this form. What do you want to make them remove it or ignore or share? I had the 100K remove it and the 538 sub I ignored. Okay. They drop hints all the time. Yes, they do. And they let you know. They give you information and they say, hey, we're, if you really analyze it and you keep your chill, you look at what they're putting out there, and it puts forward, this is what we're going to do. This is how, if you want to be successful with our stuff, this is what you should start looking at. And it doesn't mean that, like, my homesteading vlogs and stuff, people may like those if I ever get them really going, and, but it's more, what can I teach you? It's always been that way, really. It's more, the higher ones are, what can I teach you? People are searching on YouTube for how to do things. They're searching products on YouTube. And if they're really going to go with that whole, I'm going to buy something from YouTube, then product reviews are going to be huge in 2021. So it's, you need to learn what your studio does, and I always tell everybody that comes in here, fill in the blanks on your channel. If you have blanks on your channel in setup, you're not doing it all. You need to get them filled in on all of it. Let's see, what else? I think that's all I got. I wanted to make sure I got on here, and I had done that poll, and I said, okay, here's 5 topics, and on my community page, and I only had 17 people respond to it. So I went with what 30% of those 17 people said they wanted me to talk about, and that was the CPM RPM, which is a really quick hill. RPM is the money you make. It also includes super chats, super stickers, and memberships. And the CPM is what YouTube makes, not minus the money they take. It's the total. So whatever they take is what that goes into the RPM calculation, along with your super chats per 1,000 views. So if you're getting a really low, I just want to say, God bless YouTube. I've learned so many things. Yes. And I think that, Bill, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, we can't, there's so many blessings in this world. I wouldn't have met, I have some friends on here that I've known for almost 2 years. 2 years. I've never met any of these people. Not one of them. But I talk to them every single day. Some of them live in other countries. Some of them live 4 hours from me. Some of them live down south. Some of them live in Canada, and I talk to them every day. I know, I mean, I don't know everything that goes on in their lives, but a couple of them I do. It's an everyday occurrence. I talk to them not just online. I talk to them on Facebook Messenger, on Instagram. Amanda in Australia, A&B Outback Adventures. She's the sweetest thing ever, other than she has scorpions as pets, and that makes me scared for her. But she's wonderful, and I love her to death. It's hard to talk to her because she's like 13 hours ahead of me. But I've met lots of artists. Steve is an artist, and I won a yes, mine too. Hey, DMV, what's up, kid? Are you going out tonight, or is it too cold? Are you out? When are you going out next? Oh, I can only do 2 hours on this couch. My knee starts losing its mind. Share this out a couple of times to a couple of channels. Okay. I mean, what I'll probably do is I'll leave this live stream up. I feel like it was a good live stream. And I hope someone does watch it, but I think I'll make a separate video too on each one of those topics that I talked about today. I think that it's important, I guess. I don't know. Hi, Miss Shannon. The biggest thing for me is I may make a video on keeping your chill, because that's something I missed what I was wanting to say. I have lots of friends. I have lots of friends from all aspects of life. And I won't even put it into categories. I just have a lot of friends. And when you see people that you've known for 10 years go off the edge, that's what I call it. You stepped a little too far past that edge. You know what I mean? And pull yourself back, take a deep breath, relax, step away from everything, and get your chill back. Because the worst thing on the planet right now is for anybody to not have chill. If you are past that just that one little step because it can happen to anybody. We love you, Joe. I don't forget you, Joe. Joe, what happened to am I just missing him live, or did Single Dad Homesteading just stop doing live streams completely? Has it really? Gina, I love Connecticut so much. Did several meetups and made some really good friends, all because of YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I have so many friends on here, and some I talk to more often than others. You are hilarious. Need more Lola videos in my life. Ionic, cut it out. You're going to get in trouble for super chatting too much. I do appreciate it, though. I really do. It does help me. I got some super chats, like in a 3-month time period or stuff. I had enough super chats where I was able to buy myself a desk. And that was pretty awesome, because otherwise he might have went ahead and got it for me, but we've been trying not to make too many large purchases. So I probably would have tried to have made it myself. But because I had gotten super chats, it made it easier for me to set up my studio in the other room. I was able to get an IKEA. I love Lola so much too. Bad internet. Okay. I didn't know what happened to him. And it's like Mimsy just disappeared, and I've messaged her a couple of times, and she said she had the same problem. So, it's unfortunate. But anyway, so that was cool. I was able to get that desk. So at some point, if I feel like I'm worthy enough to do memberships, I probably will, but I'd have to be a lot more dedicated to what I'm providing to my subscribers before I would do that. I wouldn't want it to be just my really close friends that felt like they had to be a member of my channel. I would want it to be where I was actually providing daily videos, providing information or comfort or chill to people where they wanted to watch my videos on a daily basis, etc. before I would ever turn that on. I have the opportunity to turn it on, and I haven't. Missing him. Mimsy has the same trouble. Yeah. I had Lola over here a minute ago, Gina, and she moved. She's on the other couch now because I'm sitting in the living room today. So she was up here on the side of the couch. If you guys haven't, if you guys have not looked at Ionic U, especially if you aren't A and B Outback Adventures, her name is Amanda Thompson, and she's in Australia, and she has the most beautiful dog. He's Lola's faraway boyfriend. If they lived in the States, we'd be driving Lola to wherever he is, and we would be having puppies because that is the most beautiful dog ever. It's awesome. So, okay, so let's do this. We have 22 people in here, and I know that we have a mixture of a lot of different people, and I'm not sure. I know that Daddy Duck is going live at 7, and I keep forgetting to raid him, but I don't know that I'm going to stay on that long. Let's see. Is Chunky out fishing? What was that? That was interesting. I'm hoping that was my daughter. Okay. I don't see. Ricky, thank you. Have you been here the whole time? Because I've been rambling on and on and on. I've been rambling. Ricky, is there anybody live? I don't see anybody right now. I know I've only been on for an hour and a half, but I think I said everything I wanted to say in the live, and it's a busy night on Monday night. Cold in DC to fish with the oyster. Oh, it might be. Because did Kenny say he was fishing? DMV? Or did he just say hi to everybody and I missed it? Hush. Gina, normally do Tuesday evenings. Okay. On the freezing rain or not. Okay, cool. So we know where we're going to be. I need to probably, because John, are you still here watching? Or John? He isn't talking, but I don't know if he's watching. Best informative live I've seen about channel success in a while. Well, thanks. I really am the other John, Honey and Stuff with J&J. But thank you for answering him, Babe Explorer. Didn't even get notified. It's probably because I haven't been on. I haven't been online. And if you're doing it consistently, I think your notifications go out faster. And I tried to message some people, but I'll do it a little bit more next time. Thank you, Gina. You want to come up here? Gina wants to see you. Come on, come up. Come here. Hey. Sleepy monkey. Do you want to come over here? You want to lay back? Does anybody else have? I know Ionic have one. Has a American Bulldog, but do you know she's side eyeballing me? She knows I'm talking about her. You want to come over here? Come here. You want hugs? Rotten. She might come over in a minute. She gets kind of sneaky and she'll stand up on the back of the couch and then she'll turn and she'll fall on me and fall sideways. But she's an awesome dog. Yeah, I felt like it, Patty, I feel like it was no, forget it. I feel like it was a good live, and I hope that I hope people do rewatch it. And I hope people click that link and read that from with an open mind to this is our platform. This is all of us together. They do have the power to make it not be your platform. So, if you want to stay on and you want to keep shopping in that store, got to wear a purple shirt. It's just the way it works. In my personal opinion. Right? I'm trying to stay on until... Okay, ask me some questions. You guys ask me some questions, whoever's still here. What do you want to know? And we'll try to stay on till 7. Even though I don't have a fan in here and I need one. Or charge you for it. Right. Exactly. Which they do to a degree. If you become monetized, they do make their money on it. If I get a super chat, they make, I think it's 45 or 50, 45% of the super chat goes to them. Pretty sure it's that much. It might be a little less, but might be 30. Community page stuff never gets to me until 2 to 5 days later. Why? I don't know. I don't think that okay. I don't think that it works exactly the way that they thought it was going to. And I don't think they meant it for instantaneous notification. I just put it on there just as I try to get it in the night before. But sometimes I am not 30%. Yeah, I knew it was something. I don't even honestly know. I think it's 30. You're right. I think it is 30. But on memberships, it's more, I think. How many more people are you willing to be a moderator for? Anybody. If I'm available, here's the thing. If someone wants me to be a moderator for their channel, I don't mind moderating. Let me know when you're going to be live, how you want your moderation done. If you have 50 other moderators, I'm going to go to whoever has the largest channel that needs the most help. And in other words, not the largest channel sub-wise, largest channel with fewer mods, I guess. Or people that they don't, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a conscious thought. If I'm in Daddy Duck's stream and 50 of us are in there and 15 of them are mods and I know all of them and they're all awesome mods, they don't need me that much. I can listen to him in the corner of my ear, right? And go back in and look at stuff. I don't need to watch and focus. On Trapper Jay's streams, there's 3 of us and there's 200 to 300 people in the live chat. So I have to focus on what's being said in the channel. So anyway, yeah, no, I absolutely would. I'll mod anywhere, depending on if, I'm okay. Arizona Prepper Princess Rocky. Oh, really, Joe? Joe, will you? Is that the name of it? That's her channel, is Prepper Princess Rocky. Where in Arizona? I go to Arizona because my son lives there. We just haven't this year. We didn't in 2020. American Bulldog. Yes, I would like to find her a boyfriend, but I'm picky. Amanda's dog is something different. If I'm doing it here for real, not for someone in Australia, I would rather them be, I think it's not AKC, but it's something else. Time for dinner. Good. I'm glad, B lady. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope you enjoy your dinner. I'm going to need a couple of moderators for my giveaway video on Sunday. Yeah, just let me know. Send me a message and let me know what time. Sundays are hard for me, but I can find a way. Oh, Judith, Miss Judith and Sir Dan Davis. What's CKC mean? I don't know. Oh, is it CKC on the dog? Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. AKC? Because American Bulldogs are not considered, and it's NKC. It's NKC. There's AKC and NKC, and she is NKC. So she is a registered long line of very healthy. She's actually looks a lot different from her parents and grandparents. She kind of isn't. So I think, but she has really good lines and really good structure. Continental Kennel Club. I don't know if she's in that one. She's in the NKC, which I don't know what that means. Yeah, American Kennel Club, you can't have an American Bulldog in. I don't have my fan. Prepper Princess and her pup is Rocky. Okay, Bullhead City. I wonder where Bullhead City is. Good. If I have an envelope or something fun. Oh, I can put a picture up there. Watch this. Hold on. Look. It's me and my hubby. Not far from Kingman. Okay. That'll be interesting. because I guess I'm kind of picky. They're American Bulldogs. If I'm going to breed her, I'm only going to do it probably once. And I would like her to have really pretty, fabulous puppies. And like there's some breeders around here or people with, but they aren't NKC. And for some reason, their feet are funny. And I know that's weird, but her feet are not funny on an American Bulldog. Some American Bulldogs, their feet turn out in the front. Hers do not. She doesn't have that aspect. So I'd like to find one like her or go to casino instead. Drive down to Cuban. I want to go to a casino. I haven't been anywhere, Patty, in weeks. I was going to go Sunday and we were going to go to Joplin and it was like 24 degrees. And with his knee, it gets so cold and Joplin's like an hour and a half away. And I didn't want him to have to, drive. So I said, okay, let's just stay home. Lola has the same face as Rocky, but Rocky's all brown and black markings. And I think a little white on his chest and belly. Okay, so he's a brindle. He looks kind of brindly. I'm going to have to go look. Good job, Joe. See, I can hide. As long as I hide the main part of whatever that is that none of you know I do. I know. And you know what? We don't even go shopping, Patty. We do the Walmart pickup because I have most everything here. We're pretty stocked up, I didn't do as much canning this year. She is. She's so asleep. She's out. No, she didn't. She's just lazy. She's a bulldog. I ran her around a little bit earlier, but not enough to make her that sleepy. Yeah, I'm going to have to go check him out, Joe, for sure. Hey, you want to lay over here with me, or we're going to get off here in a minute and then we can get you some food. You hungry? Are you hungry, Lola? She's so funny. I swear. That's hilarious. But anyway, yeah. So, napping queen. Oh, yeah. She'll just shut down. She'll just be like, whoa, run around everywhere. And then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. I'm surprised she jumped up here. Okay, sorry. That was like 4 years ago. We bought her a new car. She is being shy. Yeah. I love that car. It's like the best car ever. IG me Lola's face sometime, okay? We bought a Ford Flex in 2016, and it reminds me of the old, I don't know what they're called, but the surfing wagons that you put the surfboards on the top of. And my husband is a surfer dude, and I love that kind of car because my plan in 2020 and 2019, 2019 it was to do art shows, and I didn't quite get there. So I went, okay, in 2020 I'm going to go to homesteading gatherings, and he might be a Rocky might be a boxer, but I'll go look. I sold Fords. Did you? I love this Flex. I don't know about the earlier versions of it, but this particular one I really like. But it's really big on the back. So when we travel to California to visit family and stuff, Woody Wagon, that's probably it. It's real big in the back. It's real huge and open, and we can set it up. It is. And we can set it up to where she can get in the back and she can walk around back there and lay down and do whatever she wants to do while we're traveling. So we don't have to worry about if she's uncomfortable or, and it's huge. If you have the seat up and you're sitting in front, you cannot reach back and get anybody back there. They can run. It's big enough on the inside. So, but we definitely like it. I think that we have like 60,000 miles on that one now. But when my plan for 2020 was, I was going to go to several different homesteading events to where I could meet people, maybe set up an art booth at a couple of them, and then they canceled everything. And I think they left a couple open, but by then we had made the decision we weren't traveling. So 2020 was just up on that aspect. So I was kind of hoping this year that they do have a things open again where I can go, and where we feel comfortable with me being around that many people, which I'm sure it'll be fine. If they do it in April, we should be about there. Because I know there's some stuff in April and May in Missouri, and there's some that are a lot farther away. So we'll see how he feels about me taking those trips by myself, you know. And if there's any in California when we go, I'll probably do that. But we usually go late in the year, so I'm not sure that we'll do that. Do you still sell them, the Fords, or Duggar? I lost everybody. VW bus. Oh, 1967. Oh, I bet that was nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sunfish Assassin. I'm trying to make it that last 10 minutes so we can go over and at least show some love to Daddy Duck. I know everybody's not a duck hunter and outdoors people, but I would love for everybody that's still here to kind of go over there and hang out. But we might lose everybody here pretty soon because I'm going to stay about another 10 minutes. Nobody's asking me any questions. I'll answer anything you want to know to a degree. Got a hookup in New Mexico. Oh, you're retired. Okay. Yeah, the only thing about that is I think it's on a recall and I need to take it in for something in the rear end on that one. So I haven't done it just because of the COVID stuff. So I'll take it in here in a month or so, see if they can get it taken care of for me, even though that dealership makes me mad. I'm going there for the first time. I've shot ducks as a kid. Got to lead them. I'll tell you something. Matt over at Daddy Duck 365 is a very knowledgeable hunter. He isn't just about hunting. He is about conservation and I'm not sure I totally understand that question. Hold on, and I'll answer it in a second if I can get it. But he really is knowledgeable and he cares about the preservation of wildlife on how things go. Okay, where did you get those pretty eyes? RA calls are free. I don't know what RA calls are free. The recalls? Okay. Yeah, it's not that. I just don't want to go. We're not going anywhere. I got them from my father. From the father. Got my build, everything from him. I think my mom's eyes are green. There's a few of us with blue eyes in my family like this. And lots of them. A Mo raid. Yes, we're going to raid Daddy Duck here in just a few minutes. He needs to hurry up. So if anybody sees him go live, we'll go over there as soon as he goes live. And then I probably will, every time I do a live stream and I push myself to really do my YouTube stuff, and I'm trying. I'm very picky about stuff that I video and how it comes out and what it presents itself as, and I need to just get to loading videos because I have lots of them. Oh, that didn't work. You didn't see it. It didn't happen. It's at the end of the video. It's a bad habit. Don't ever do it. I don't promote it. I'm going to be gone. Hey, Ionic, go over to Daddy Ducks when you get done. Hey, what's up, Miss Skater Girl? Where were you guys at? Oh, the cat just walked by. So Lula's like, what's going on? I got your tail. I like sitting in here. This is okay. I like to do a changeover of backgrounds every once in a while, and I can totally understand why people do why people do the green screen, because you get tired of the same background all the time. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you. You know, when I was 24, I went to a dentist, and this is probably being arrogant saying this or whatever. Probably shouldn't even tell this story. But anyway, I'm laying there, mouth open, working on my teeth, and he stops for a second, and he goes, "Okay, I have to ask you a question because I've been looking at your eyes right now." And I'm like, "Okay." And they were brighter back then, a little bit brighter. My house is not ready for live streams. Did she? And he asked me, he goes, "Do you have contacts in?" And I'm like, "No." And he goes, "So that's your real blue, that's your color of your eyes." I go, "Mm-hmm." And he goes, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, look." And I go, "No, there's no, I don't have any contacts." I said, "If I do wear contacts, it's not, they're not tinted, they're just clear." And I never really thought about it. It's just me. So I just have those things happen every once in a while. I guess they're a little alien-like, but I always say I'm an alien. Yeah, try to. See you later, sis. Not my real sis, but sis. Yeah. Okay, let me. Friend of mine in grade school had eye color similar to you. Yeah, I've seen a few people, and it's funny. I know it sounds kind of conspiracy sounding or whatever, but there's actually they say in the world that people with type blood that's negative, Rh negative, have really extreme eye colors like this. And I am Rh negative. Bear with me. See you later, Steve. Now, the hard thing with eyes this light, though, the sun is really hard on me. When I go to California, I have to have sunglasses on all the time, and even in the summer here, I have to have sunglasses on if I'm outside. It's, my eyes are very, very sensitive to light, but I'm an alien most of the time. Sometimes. Okay, let me go see. I don't think he's there yet. But I promised him I would go over there if I could. So, and usually I try to give people a couple of different options to go raid, and I'll go into both of them. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know that person. Must be somebody new. Do you guys like somebody that's, hi, Ben Rich Boys Big Cat? UFO, where's Oji-san's? Yeah. Oji-san's an alien too. You just drink McCormick. Notice at the top of cell on the next to the YouTube logo. Yes, there is. Heritage Month. They say we have twins in the world. Yep. Fitting image of a second grade companion of mine. Oh, yeah. I have people to tell me that a lot, that I look like someone else. I'm not sure why. And that's in person too. Oh, you look just like my sister-in-law or blah, blah. I go, well, where is she? Let me see her. I know, Lola, we're almost done, baby. 3 more minutes. Okay? Don't look. Nobody saw that. I know it's a bad habit. Okay. I'll see you later, Miss Patty. What does this mean? What does what mean? Black Heritage Month, February. No, I don't. Duggar, I don't anywhere I go. It's not something I want to promote. If I could go back in time and do one thing to change my life, it would be to slap the person hard that offered it to me and to beat the crap out of myself every time I picked one up until they got the point that I got the point not to do it. Lola, we got like 2 minutes, baby. Maybe 3, 4. Well, poo. He needs to hurry up because we're losing everybody. So there's 2 channels right now. JB Outdoors is a friend of mine, and Daddy Duck. JB is live right now. So we could go over and raid him, and or both. We can do both, whichever one you guys want to. Lola wants food and to go outside. Oh, good. And Bill, anytime you have any questions, I have an email in my about page. I'm always in different live streams. I'm more than willing to help you answer any questions if I have the knowledge. That's just who I am. So you can shoot me an email or get on Instagram or on my Facebook, MoHomesteading, and send me a message. And I'm slower about responding to the MoHomesteading on Facebook just because it doesn't notify me, and Instagram does. Yeah. My granddaughter, she's so funny. When she was younger, they were here I haven't seen them in a year, but a few years ago they came here and I was smoking in front of her. And she looked at me and she goes, "Grandma." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "You said you wouldn't do that in front of me." And I go, "What, honey?" She said, "You said you wouldn't smoke in front of me." I was like, "Oh." So out it went. And I didn't do it again. But I'm sure I've done it after that. I just hide. She was everywhere. Yeah, like that movie Lucy. I want to be that. All knowing, all feeling. Have you seen that movie, Duggar? The movie Lucy? You have to watch that. That's an interesting movie for sure. Okay, he has 1 minute. He better be live. That's all I got to say. 1 minute. Nope. Matt, where you at, Matt? He's live. Okay, so let me get that link, and we will go right over there. If you love me, just go over there and stay like 10 minutes. This is Daddy Duck 365. He's a pretty cool guy. So if we can do a Mo raid on that, I would be fabulously happy. All right, I'll see you later, Gina. I'll catch everybody in another live chat. I'm sure I'm going to run over to Daddy Ducks for a few minutes, and I'll see you guys over there. Okay? I will see you later. Thank you for hanging out with me the whole time. And in broadcast, I have to find the button as normal. Have a